out on the ice. 25-year-old Silvio Smalun from Germany, lying in 11th place.
Triple axel into a double toe loop to start.
Well, that's a real shame because he'd made the rotation, but there'll be a 1-mark deduction for the fall on that first jump. Over the place on the second part of that combination. That won't count because the rotation was not good. Incomplete and on 2 feet.
Double axel. Flip.
Great spin. Good chance that that could get a level 2 status.
Salchow, strange delayed entry. And offline in the air in the triple lutz. Even that not clean. Technically this program, it's just not working. Double axel.
Interesting choice of music there. Not sure that it was really my cup of tea, but kept your interest from start to finish. This is a young man that's a full-time student, so he doesn't skate as much as some of the other competitors. He's actually studying computer sciences. But, yeah, mixed feelings. Not quite sure what to make of that.
Well, technically, I had just one triple that was cleanly done in the
I'm amazed actually that those marks are as high as they are. 96.74, the deduction there for the fall, and that's good enough to have him in 5th place overall with 153.30. Go. Brian Joubert still looking relaxed backstage, but we want to see the action out on the ice now, because it's his teammate out there who's got some work to do. 12th after the short program, 4th last year, high hopes of a medal. Annick Dumont looking on. This is 27-year-old Frederic Dambier.
Scheduled quad Salchow triple toe loop combination for now. He did the first part. Quad Salchow 4 times round. Flip, triple toe loop. Not a lot of ice coverage on the landing of the second part of that combination, but made sure it would count.
Well, not fully rotated actually. That's why the running edge wasn't as good as it could have been. But hopefully no less than a quarter of a turn short.
Triple axel with a double toe loop. Not quite as impressive as he did in the warm-up.
Again, lovely running edge on the way out of that one. What a difference a day makes.
Just a double, hardly any speed going into it. loop in the closing seconds.
That is much more like it, Mr. Dambier. That's the sort of performance we're used to seeing from you. Fantastic stuff. Good to see so many of the French, as they always do, making the trip here to support their team. And the team responding beautifully.
As such character to come back after having disappointments. He was a different person skating in many ways.
In every way.
I counted 7 triples and 1 quad.
66.43, 62.36, so losing a little bit for the components there, but nevertheless, it's a good set of marks, and that will put Frederic Dambier right back where he belongs, at the top of the pile, and that at this stage is his allotted spot. A long, long wait for Gheorghe Chiper from Romania. His wife looking on, Sandra Shah. Collection of gypsy music for the Romanian national champion.
Toe loop. Triple axel, triple toe loop, hanging on to the end of the second jump. Good speed.
Oh dear, how did he save that? Triple Lutz, double toe.
Triple axel, hand down. Double toe. Double-footed landing though. Double flip.
Well done. Really enjoyed it. Fantastic performance, almost falling over at the end. But he'll take that. Couldn't really have skated that much better. Just a few silly little mistakes creeping in towards the end of the program as he got tired. But my, oh my, that's one of the best performances I think I've seen from Gheorghe in a long, long time. Well done.
He looks strong. And for me, you know, the music gave more opportunities for him to be able to interpret it a little bit.
Where will the judges have him? 61 there, 86 for 119.66 in total. That's a good score, 180.86, and into second place for Gheorghe.
Our next skater, Evgeni Plushenko.
So good news for Romania. Well, the French are in good voice again. It's their man that's ranked number 3, Samuel Contesti. He is getting some music from Schindler's List. He's lying in 8th place, just behind Gheorghe.
Triple axel, looking to do that with a triple toe loop afterwards, but not able to hold the landing edge strongly enough. Looks. Very well centered on the spin. Triple flip. Little jar on the landing. pace, allowing him to use the choreography to take a breather, not having pushed too hard, get his breath back, and go for the next big element, triple axel and the triple toe loop after it.
The key thing
into the program.
Yeah, the key thing is that was in the closing stages of the program, the second half, so the tariff will be higher. Triple loop, just struggling to hang on.
The end of the toe loop. He's absolutely down and out, isn't he? Tremendous effort there from Samuel Contesti from France. And what really stood out in that program, apart from that triple axel, triple toe loop, was the use of the music. It is music we've heard before, some quite traditional music, but it did provide the light and the shade within the routine.
So a new personal best for Samuel. Well done to him. And he slots into third place. Superb. Just behind Chiper. So it's France, first and third at the moment.
Our next skater, Kristoffer Berntsson, Sweden.
So 2 skaters to go in this group. And the young man, he was 13th last year, but stands a real good chance of finishing inside the top 10. He's 10th at the moment going into this free program. This is 21-year-old Kristoffer Berntsson from Sweden. And his music entitled Prince Igor.
His schedule is a triple axel first and a quad toe loop second. That's what he decides to stick to.
Oh, looks as though the hand went down on the landing of that triple axel. Made the rotation though.
Went for the quad, couldn't get much closer to the barrier, didn't get the rotation. Not a lot of speed into the jump. Triple toe loop after.
A bit of salvage work going on there. good boy. Triple axel, double toe loop.
And the loop. More speed into that triple flip.
That's a 1-point deduction for the fall.
Sark out. Very late on.
Well, a good effort. He's pleased with it. I didn't spot a sequence of jumps in there. So that may be a point to think of for the future, but it may be one of the jumps that didn't quite work and hence couldn't follow on with the sequence. But nevertheless, an awful lot to admire. And he's a gutsy skater. Went 8.4 for the components there. So 108.30. And that a new personal best for him, confirmation of it, and it puts him into 4th place in behind Contesti of France.
Sergei Davydov, Belarus.
So one skater to go in this penultimate group, lying in 9th place. And looking back a few years, when he first came onto the scene in 2001, almost got himself a medal, 5th in the European Championships. It's Sergei Davydov for Belarus. Selection of music by Yanni.
Triple axel and triple toe loop, the scheduled opening. Cleanly done.
Completely wrong on the way into that triple axel.
landing with the weight back, not able to hold that running edge. And stepping out. Salka. The loop looked like it could have been a two-footed landing. In the closing stages of this program, followed by double axel, another double toe. Well, that was a bit of a shame. It promised so much at the beginning and just seemed to lose its way halfway through. Fought back hard towards the end of the program, but he's been in good shape here. He's healthy and fit, says his coach Vladimir Kotin, so no excuses. Just couldn't keep the focus and strength that he had at the beginning of the program to the bitter end. Where will that have Davydov at this stage? 8th on the free skating, I think, and that has him in 6th place overall, but 8th on the night. So the final group of the men's free. Medals decided tonight, and in the lead at this stage, it's this man, the defending champion, a new coach over the last couple of months. It is, of course, Brian Joubert. And his music, 1492, The Conquest of Paradise. The quad combination to start. Beautifully done, such power. axel. Such quality in the flip.
Over-rotating the final part of that combination, triple flip, double toe loop, triple toe loop, sorry.
Triple loop, he has such presence. And the Saka. Over-rotating on the triple looks.
Well, the release of energy there at the end of the program, clear for all to see. The tension over the week now over. Has he done enough to stave off the challenge from Evgeni Plushenko, who's still to come? It was good, but it wasn't perfect.
He's left the door open, but such presence. Much better for me than the short program in terms of the overall content and choreography and all the transitions and the interpretation of the music.
Yes, it's ironic. I think it was a better program as well and a better performance, but it may not be enough to have him in first place. 77-74, that is very, very good indeed for the second mark, and a total of 147.45. That's a new personal best for Brian, 224.43. That is very, very good indeed. So Brian Joubert throws down the gauntlet. Everybody knows the target to beat now.
Our next skater, Stephane Lambiel.
lying in the bronze medal position at the moment. Made a mistake in the short program on the triple axel. He needs to nail that tonight. For us, one of the best programs, though, of the evening. This is 19-year-old Stephane Lambiel and his music, The Truman Show.
Opening triple axel, and then a scheduled quad toe loop, triple toe loop to follow. There's the axel. Toe loop, not sure enough to do it with the combination. Triple loop. And the quality of skating, as ever, great to watch. Triple flip, triple toe loop, makes it look easy. And as if that wasn't enough, his specialism, the spins.
Going for a second quadruple toe loop. Oh no, that should have been the Lutz. Big single. Double Lutz. Good man, triple Salchow.
And commitment in all the moves and amazing spins.
the halfway point, I thought he'd done enough, but it just fell apart. What a shame. Well, while he takes his applause, we catch up with Brian Joubert backstage. Well, Gwendal says to Brian that he's put some pressure on the rest of the group now. Wasn't quite perfect, got to wait now. Well, Brian says, yeah, the pressure was high and it's going to continue because he's got to wait for the others now. He's done his job and he's really happy with the way that he skated. Technical mark 53.14, and those mistakes at the end, oh, they were so expensive. 73.38, the components mark. Oh, it's going to be an agonizing wait for Lambiel. Second place, 196.47. Oh dear.
Our next skater, Perren, Belgium.
So on the ice now, the young man from Belgium, 11th last year, but lying in 6th place. Outside shot of a medal. He's about 2.5 points behind Lambiel going into the free. This is Kevin van der Perren.
To start. And capturing the mood of the music with his presentation. Going for the axel in combination. Not quite making it. Toe loop.
Oh, big combination. 3 triples on the trot.
Excellent interpretation of the step sequence. And down. man down. A shame, because the music is really working well. It's light and shade, it builds and then it gives a respite, and he's really interpreting it so well.
He gave that absolutely everything. Goodness me. Well, the quality of skating wasn't there compared to Lambiel. But technically, the jumps, he kept packing them in, and he made the rotation, even though he over-rotated some of them. Let's hear what Stephane Lambiel has to say about his performance. So Gwendal says, what do you think was missing out there today? And Stefan says he feels that his preparation for the championships was too short and he wasn't quite ready, gave too much in his performance at the beginning, and the mistake on the quad broke his rhythm, and he was absolutely shattered at the end of the program. Really trying to make the difference on the second quad. The fact that he missed it really broke his program, he said. Oh, good. 62.79, 65.22 the second set. Where will that have him? Kevin van der Perren now into third place. He's third on the night, ahead of Lambiel on the night, but behind him overall. Didn't quite make enough up. He's pleased with that, though. 3 skaters still to go. Next up, a young man who's made a great impression here. He's the reigning junior world champion. Not him, the guy on the ice. Lying in 4th place. Perhaps the producer will let us see him in a moment. There's Brian Joubert. And he's pleased with his day's work. Now we can focus on the job in hand. 19 years of age, Andrei Griazev from Russia. Bit of Peter Gabriel to start us off.
For the quad toe loop to start.
And there it is.
Triple axel, triple toe loop next. Great height in the axel, controlling the landing. Not going for the combination.
He's put himself under a bit of pressure now. The combination needs to be on the second triple axel. Just doubling out on the Lutz. Get a combination, triple toe just about on the end of that triple axel. flip.
Tolu. Quality combination.
Magical step sequence. Whoa. What an evening we are having tonight. Fantastic. Couple of silly mistakes in there and he knows it. But boy, oh boy, did he fight. Loved it.
And he kept going right to the end. The music was showing 4 minutes 41 on the end, over 10 seconds over the Dambier music penalty. So hopefully the clock was slightly out, or it wasn't including what before he started or something, because otherwise there could be a deduction there. But taking that away, a really gutsy performance.
So 62.33 for technical, 65.78 for components. A new record for him at 128.11. So where will that have him? Third place for Griazev.
Our next skater, Evgeni Plushenko, Russia.
As Evgeni Plushenko takes to the ice, and the music here, The Godfather.
The quad combination to start us off.
Oh, just magical. Quadruple toe, triple toe, double loop.
Triple axel. Double toe loop. Triple axel on its own. Beautiful quality. And there's the flip.
Triple flip, looking for a combination. The one before, of course, was a Lutz. Oh, watch him go now. Oh, had to fight his way through that triple salcho. Exciting, such energy, great edges. Just a double loop. Well, I can tell you, it is deafening in here. Just about everybody on their feet. What a performance. And there, Brian Joubert, who's sat alongside me, Paddy sat next to me, commentating for French Eurosport. He must be nervous. Nicky's just doing the comparisons here to see exactly how we stand, but I thought that was a phenomenal performance.
I thought overall the performance, you're right, absolutely right, from the perspective of the skating, the edges, the choreography, taking the crowd into the whole performance. So on the component mark, higher. On the technical mark, it's close because he didn't do the loop. The salchow was there, so 6 big ones in the jumps, one of those being the quad, of course, with that tremendous opening.
So what are you saying?
Well, I'm saying that it looks like Brian did one more major jump element, but the quality of his skating and the overall routine did not match that of Evgeni. So
so it is possible that Joubert would be up slightly in the first mark, but do you think that Evgeni's going to be able to pull back that 1.65 deficit on that second mark?
That's the thing, there is that gap. Is there enough to bridge the gap? And I wonder about the...
Don't forget there is a factor of 2 as well on that second mark, the component mark. That could play into the hands of Plющenko.
It could indeed. And also the how do you mark the quad triple combination?
Very highly.
What mark would you give that against a quad on its own? So
well, there will be a tariff there, and look at Joubert.
And some of the other jumps, the Salchow, not what we're used to seeing him doing, and he just lost concentration on the loop.
Well, there he is, Mr. Mission's cuddly toy. It's going to be close. Oh, the technical score is high. 71.05 is the technical score, and he's done it. He's done it. 80.76. You're going to see it on your screens any moment. A total score of 151.81. Evgeni Plushenko has got the title back. There's confirmation. 227.14, the total score for Evgeni Plushenko, who is now the 4 times European champion. And as always, Brian Joubert, majestic in defeat. But we've still got one skater to go. And there he is. Well, he's a super competitor, a great guy, and we wish him all the very best. He's lying in 5th place, outside shot of a medal. What can he do here? This is 24-year-old Stefan Lindemann, and his music is The Big Bounce.
Toe loop, triple toe loop, fantastic quality.
Well, that was phenomenal. The second part of that combination was almost bigger than the first.
Triple axel. Just pulled it a little bit, was going to do it in combination, decided not to go for the second jump.
Well, he was all over the place going into it. He did well to save that one.
Triple loop out of nowhere. Triple flip.
the medal gone, I think. A 1-point deduction for the fall. Oh, brave effort. Second attempt at the triple axel.
Salchow, 4 minutes in. Triple toe loop right on the bell.
Oh, he punches his thigh at the end of the program. Well, it's going to be a close run thing, but I don't think he's done enough. It's Stephane Lambiel in the bronze medal position at the moment, although Lambiel was 6th on the night on the free. Now, there's a 2.22 margin that Lambiel has over Lindemann going into the free. And he's done it. I can tell you that Lindemann has done enough. Unbelievable. He's got the bronze medal over Stephane Lambiel again. Oh, Lambiel will be gutted, but he's only got himself to blame because it fell apart at the end of the program. But Lindemann gets a European bronze medal to go with the world bronze medal that he won last year in Dortmund. What an upset there at the end of the evening.
That's amazing. And we'll need to see it unpacked with all the marks.
But well done.
But
he kept his nerve.
And what a battle between them. And Stephane, you know, if he just kept going the second half of the program like he did the start, he would have had that bronze.
Well, there's confirmation. Evgeni Plushenko is European champion again. Brian Joubert, he put up a brave fight, but he has to go home with a silver medal. And Stefan Lindemann takes that bronze medal back home with him to Germany. But you have to feel for Stephane Lambiel. He's fought his way back from that injury. Hasn't had a good preparation, he said himself. Perhaps he'll be satisfied with the 4th place, I don't know, when you think of all that he's had to go through. But 7th on the free, Lambiel. It was that short program performance that kept him up there. If he'd landed the triple axel, could have been a different story yesterday.
And you take the experiences, don't you, and you put them in the bank, and you work on them. John Hamer, great 19th, moving up.
Yeah, he's moved up 1 place tonight, and he did himself proud. Well done, John. We're proud of you.
We had Brian Joubert just alongside us, as you said, Chris, and he walked off very quickly after the, Plющенko had won, and he was putting a brave face on, but you could see he wants to be a winner, and that passion of that fight to be a champion was really there. You could see it. I don't like being second.
And there the picture as he was sat alongside us, watching the performances. Oh, he could sense how close it was.
And Plющenko was fantastic, and the quality of his skating, the power in it, the choreography and the whole interpretation and the way the program works is great. But he did lose concentration. The Salchow was not great. The loop wasn't there. So there is a chink in the armor. He hasn't got that. It's not robotic consistency.
I've got only one thing that comes to my mind. The king is back. Yeah, I did in a short program. I did a big mistake for myself, and I lost. But today I concentrate, and I did not the best performance, but I did okay. I can do much more. I can skate better. And I look forward to compete in the Worlds in Moscow. I look forward. I will skate there. I think I will. I hope so. I will skate much better.
The lack of energy that you had yesterday didn't seem to lack tonight. Yeah, you had all the energy you needed, right?
Yeah, I concentrate today, and I said to my mind, I said to myself, I should fight. I should fight first with myself, with me, I mean. So I fight. I not compete with. I not compete today with everybody. I not compete with Brian Joubert today. I compete with myself. So and I win.
So the fighting spirit is back. Now for Moscow, you will still fight again yourself?
Yes, for sure. First, I should beat myself. If I will skate clean all the time, I can win.
Thank you, Evgeni. Well done.
Well, good to hear from Evgeni Plushenko. Interesting him saying that the lack of energy he had yesterday wasn't a problem today. I thought he looked very tired towards the end of the program.
But he did really take it on that he wanted this championship back. It was
about this evening.
As we said, a competition where anything could happen, and that happened. We could see Lindemann coming back from 5th place to the bronze medal, and Evgeni Plushenko back with the fighting spirit, getting back his European title. So a very nice competition indeed, and we can see everybody with the smile on his face. Even Brian, who's coming back from a hard beginning of the season, and now we have to see for Moscow what it's going to be.
Thank you very much, Gwendal.
So there it is, a gold medal to Russia once again. They won all 3 medals last night in the pairs competition. Just phenomenal. Well, what an evening, Nicky.
And you get the sense that he's really taking this in, Plющенko. He's saying, I am number 1 here. And just the look of him on the podium, it's like, I'm back. I am back and I'm here. And last year it was like, well, it doesn't really matter because I've done it before. I've done the Europeans before, but it mattered. I think it really mattered here.
It certainly did. And he's now shown the rest of the world that he is the man to beat. The World Championships on home soil in Moscow in March. And of course, Eurosport will be there. He'd love to win the world title for a 3rd time in Moscow. Well, that really is the end now. So I will say goodnight. Hope you've enjoyed it.